Certification is an annual activity that affirms awareness and performance of Exelon security controls. We perform the annual security certification to help ensure that application owners and infrastructure owners and their teams are aware of the controls and also document that the controls are in place and operating. The annual certification is performed by application owners and infrastructure owners and their teams. Ultimately, the accountable person is the owner of those assets. So as an application owner, you're accountable, or as the owner of an infrastructure asset class, you're the accountable person. You can also delegate to folks on your team that also are aware of how the controls are performed in order to certify the assets. Prior to the security certification, it's important that you attend one of our kickoff sessions. During certification, we also encourage application owners, infrastructure owners, and their teams to attend our weekly office hours sessions. That's the best place to really get more information from us about the overall process, resources that we have to help you, and demonstrations of the tools that we have. Prior to performing the annual security certification, you're going to want to make sure that you and your teams have access to Security Control Manager, or SCM. You also want to make sure that you're aware of what the security controls are and how they apply to your application or infrastructure assets. And finally, you want to make sure that you know where your evidence is that can demonstrate that you are actually performing the security controls. The actual certification process can only take minutes, but there's some pre-work that you should do. We call it out in 3 steps. Step 1 would be to make sure that you have a complete self-assessment. That's making sure that all of the security controls that apply to your application or infrastructure assets have a response. You want to make sure that you're either implementing the controls, or if you're not implementing, that's okay, but we want to make sure that we have a remediation plan in place or a security exception or technical feasibility limitation. Once your self-assessment is complete, step 2 is to review. Make sure that your responses are complete and accurate, and that you can actually demonstrate that you're implementing the security controls. Step 3 is to certify. Actually certifying just takes minutes. It just includes making sure that that information is correct, checking a box and clicking certify, and attesting that the information that you provided is correct and accurate. Certification is important because it affirms the performance of Exelon security controls, that they're in place and operating. Exelon has a defense in depth strategy. We have firewalls and routers on our external perimeter that ensure people don't get in. But if they do get in, it's really important that our applications and infrastructure assets are also very highly secure to ensure that we're keeping ourselves, our customers, and our stakeholders safe and secure. The IT security team has developed several tools and resources to help you through certification. The Exelon Security Control Companion Guide is a great resource that lists all of the Exelon security controls that can apply to you, performance guidance for how to actually implement the controls, as well as examples of evidence. We also have other job aids and resources on our SharePoint site. There are 3 places that you can find help. One would be to come to our office hours sessions that we hold weekly. Office hours is the best place to go to ask your own questions or hear other people ask questions that might apply to you. We also can do a demonstration of our Security Control Manager tool, SCM, and show you how to use our Power BI reports that are going to track progress throughout the certification period. The second place would be our IT security mailbox. Feel free to send us an email anytime. That's monitored regularly. The third place would be our SharePoint site, where we store all of our resources like job aids and reference guides. Don't wait until the last minute to certify your applications or infrastructure assets. Our IT security team is here to support you in any way we can.